Chapter 4, Mishnah 10. The Mishnah discusses how long a Yevama must wait after her husband's death before performing Yibum or Chalitza. A Yevama should not perform Chalitza or be taken in Yibum until she has 3 months passed from the time her husband died, so that we can tell whether she is pregnant from him and therefore forbidden for Yibum. Since she has to wait for Yibum, she should also wait for Chalitza. Having mentioned a 3-month waiting period in regard to Yibum, the Mishnah goes on to discuss how long any widow or divorcee must wait before marrying another man. Similarly, all other women who remarry should not become betrothed, and certainly should not have their marriage completed until they have 3 months passed from the time their first marriage ended, so that if they become pregnant, we could tell whether their pregnancy is from the first husband or the second husband. This applies to both virgins and non-virgins, that is, whether they cohabited with their first husbands or not, to both divorced women and widows, and to both women who are fully married and those who are only betrothed to their first husbands. Although a woman who is not fully married can be assumed not to have cohabitated with her husband, the rabbis decreed a 3-month waiting period for all women who are married to ensure that a woman who cohabitated with her first husband does not remarry until 3 months have passed. The Mishnah cites a more lenient view. Rabbi Yehuda says women who are fully married to their first husbands may immediately be betrothed by a second husband, and women who are only betrothed to their first husband may immediately complete their marriage with their second husband, because we could assume that they did not cohabit with their first husband and are not pregnant from him. These leniencies apply everywhere except to betrothed women in Judea, who must wait 3 months before fully marrying another man, because the practice in Judea was to let a betrothed couple be alone together so that he is familiar with her when they complete their marriage. Therefore, in Judea, we are afraid that they may have cohabitated while they were still betrothed. The Mishnah cites Rabbi Yossi, who basically agrees with Rabbi Yehuda, but is stricter in one detail. Rabbi Yossi says all women may become betrothed immediately after their first marriage ends, except for a widow from a completed marriage, who may not become betrothed for 30 days after her husband dies. On account of the period of mourning, she must observe for her first husband.